over here on this end, if everybody wants to squeeze in, it's a full house, which is what we hope for, but let's just be conscious if you've got an empty chair and you're not using it, scoot in so we can make sure everybody is comfortable for the state of the city. Looks like we've got one more row of chairs we're going to throw in, and then we'll get started. Again, thank you for your patience. Fire department, we've got probably enough chairs for you guys over here if you want to sit. You don't have to sit, but if you want to. I'll tell you. Okay, we've got a couple more chairs up here. If nobody wants to fill those in, I think we're going to get started here in just about one more minute. Okay. Good evening, Elkhart. This is a full house. This is what we want. Thank you all for coming to the 2025 State of the City. My name is Alex Otto, and I'm the Director of Communications for the City of Elkhart. First, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Borden Wasteaway Group, and our supporting sponsors, Barron Furniture, Lexington Event Center, Esther's Beauty Salon, Hoosier Spot, Deliamar Mega Shop, and El Rosal Supermarket. Next, we'll hear an invocation from Pastor Scott Matthews of Elkhart Community Church. Pastor?
All right, let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for tonight. We just thank you for all the people who are here represented in this room. Lord, there's so many different organizations, so many different departments, so many different people across so many swaths of the city who do so much. And Lord, I just thank you that tonight is just a glimpse of what Elkhart is about. So many people are working behind the scenes together to make this the city with the heart, to put the heartbeat behind Elkhart. And I'm just so thankful. There's so many people who go unnoticed, the things that they do, the hard work that they put in to keep this city safe, to keep this city booming and humming. Lord, I just thank you for what they're doing. And I just pray that tonight, as we hear all the things that are going on in the city of Elkhart, it just reminds us of how we're united as one. We're not just different departments. We're not just different agencies. We're all doing this together for the betterment of this community. And I pray for your peace and prosperity to just be all over Elkhart. Let this city be a spotlight in Elkhart County and beyond of what it looks like for people to come together and work together as one. We give it all to you tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Next, I'd like to bring up Meredith Bailey. She is a student at St. Thomas and a member of Premier Arts. Please stand and remove your caps as she sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's east gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would clear, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag is still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much. Performing in public always is it takes a little bit of active bravery. Oh, sorry, I should have kept you all up because we're about to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, we'll hear some words from Arvis Dawson, City Council President. Yes, you can all have a seat. I'm positive.
Thank you, Alex. I'm going to give you the state of the city from the City Council. I didn't tell the mayor I was going to do that, so it's only going to be about 20 minutes, so bear with me. No, I'm just kidding. My name is Arvis Dawson. I'm president of the Elkhart City Council, and I tell people all the time, I live in Elkhart, Indiana. I love where I live, and I live where I love. When we travel the state, the country, we are the premier city in my mind in the United States, and it's because of people like you. It's because of what you do to make us the vibrant and great community that we are. I'm not a homegrown boy, but when I started this journey, believe it or not, back in 1980, I was the youngest person on the City Council. And now in 2025, but it's been a great journey. You know, I love where I live and I live where I love. And the things that Mayor Rod is doing and continues to do can't happen without a team that not only of supportive staff, but of supportive legislators who understand what it is for us to move forward, what the Aspire program is. And I like to tell people all the time, orange cones mean progress. So when you see these orange cones, remember this is progress happening in our city. You're going to see some for quite some time. But this all happens because of what I consider one of the best city councils I've had the opportunity to serve on in my 40 years in city government. And I'd like to introduce those individuals to you right now. In the first district, we have Aaron Messner. We are currently, you can save your applause for later, Aaron remains standing. We are currently in the 1st District, and he speaks of that very much. In the 2nd District, we had Chad Crabtree. Chad is new to the council, does a great job. In the 3rd District, we have David Hickey, who has been with us for over 20 years as a council person. In the 4th District, we have Dwight Fish. 5th District, and everybody on the council knows this is the greatest district in the city. We have Brent Curry. In the 6th District, we have LaTanya King, who is freshly elected to the council, brings us some vibrant energy. And then at large, we have Tonda Hines, who was the 6th District person, but moved to take care of her mom, and now she ran at large, and so she's there as well. And we have Alex Host, one of our newest members, an educator, I'm proud to say, here at Elkhart Community Schools. Almost, I think, pretty much all these guys went to Elkhart Community Schools, and so they're homegrown people, so they love where we live, and we live where we love. So, I think I got it. Dwight is the vice president, and he keeps me on point. Thank you. We also have our city clerk, who takes care of all of our, stand up, Deb Barry, who takes care of all of our ordinances, all of our legislation. She takes care of our meetings and makes sure that we're on point. George Grodnick couldn't be here tonight, but he sends his regards. I have one other thing that I'm supposed to do with the agenda. Please focus your attention to the screen for a short video introducing some of the topics we'll be discussing today.
Elkhart, our future is no longer a distant vision. The plans have turned into progress, and the work is here. This is Aspire 2025, bold, tangible, and built for generations to come.
Elkhart is investing over $40 million into a centralized, state-of-the-art public safety building, uniting police, fire administration, and 911 operations into one location. This means faster response times, modern resources, and a stronger sense of safety citywide. We're also breaking ground on new Fire Station 6, designed for performance, precision, and the people it protects.
True safety is more than just response. It's prevention, it's care, and it's coordination. Our upgraded systems and expanded staffing in 911 means better services and more lives saved. This is about creating a city where everyone feels protected every hour and every day.
Elkhart just cut the ribbon on a brand new wastewater treatment plant and is currently breaking ground on the largest public work investment in its history, a $38 million wastewater storage tank. It's protecting our rivers, ensuring cleaner waterways, and giving us the infrastructure we need to grow responsibly. This is what it means to invest in resilience.
Every stretch of the road we repave and every sidewalk we rebuild is part of a bigger vision, mobility with dignity. From the Benham Lift Station to the coming transformation of Bristol Street, we're re-engineering how people move throughout the city. It's not just infrastructure, it's freedom, access, and pride stitched into the streets.
We're building more than amenities, we're creating magnetic experiences. From revitalized corridors like Cassopolis to the heart of the River District, these spaces are alive with promise. Elkhart is becoming a place where people come for the culture and stay for the community.
Quality of place is about the feeling you get when you walk down a beautiful street or you take your kids to a park that feels built just for them. It's about the pride, joy, small things that make a big difference. In Elkhart, we are designing places that inspire.
Nearly 500 new housing units are coming online in 2025 alone, more than the last decade combined. From 515 East to the Flats of Pine Creek, these developments serve all income levels and strengthen our neighborhoods because everyone deserves a safe, beautiful place to call home.
Woodland Crossing is the future of what a neighborhood can be. It's a place where healthcare, housing, job training, and community come together under one connected vision. When services meet people where they are, we don't just build stronger neighborhoods, we build stronger families and lives. We're not just shaping the city we live in, we're shaping the one we leave behind. future we want for our children is already being built, and it needs each of us. Let's make sure they inherit something worth standing on.
Lastly, we're excited to have Sol Dumaget here with us today. Sol is a senior at Elkhart High School and has an impressive resume of accomplishments, some of which include being principal's honor roll for all 4 years of high school, a member of the National Society of High School Scholars and the National Honor Society, as well as a recipient of the Black Expo Trailblazer Award in 2025. And he is a top male African-American academic student in the Elkhart Community Schools for 24-25. In his free time, Sol volunteers to tutor elementary-age students, and most impressively, he has been accepted into Notre Dame with a full-ride scholarship. Sol, come on up.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to introduce a leader who has dedicated over 2 decades to serving the city of Elkhart, beginning as a city council member in 2000, then as council president, and now in his second term as mayor. Rod Roberson has consistently demonstrated unwavering commitment to our community. Under his guidance, Elkhart has seen significant revitalization. Mayor Roberson's dedication to service and his vision for Elkhart continue to inspire us all. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Rod Roberson.
Great job, man. Great job. What you want? Oh, whoa. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let me straighten up a few of these little accents. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is pretty humbling. Thank you so much for being here. And while I have a few things to say, just a few, I can't help but just get kind of emotional when I hear the things that kind of brighten our future and also kind of extended in our past. But this, what I see here, and what I see just in relationship to the city of Elkhart, if you look around this room, this is who we are. This is who we are. We're not one of this or one of that, or even two of this or two of that. We are an amalgamation of what our country is, what our state is, and definitely what our city is. Thank you so much for being here. And welcome to our State of the City address. This is 2025 State of the City. I would like to thank Council President Arvis Dawson and all of the council for their hard work and dedication. I spent 4 terms on council prior to becoming a mayor, and I understand the kind of independence that it takes for the legislative branch to work together to support the mayor and to deliver to the residents what they expect every day, which is true, unparalleled service. Thank you, Pastor Matthews, as well. He is a wonderful pastor that has come down to the downtown of Elkhart, and he's leading a church that really provides a spiritual shelter for people in our downtown and around our city. Thank you so much for your invocation. I also would like to thank Sol Dumaget. It took me a while to get that last name going, but after you get rolling, you just Dumaget it out, right?
So thank you, Sol. Your family has been wonderful, and I actually like your little brother as well. He's a pretty good dude, too, and he's followed in your footsteps. So I can't wait to see what Sol does, because he is an insightful, hardworking product of Elkhart Community Schools. And I am eager to see what he does when he gets into Notre Dame, because he actually has been in it, or actually has been accepted by the university's architectural program this fall. That is an amazing program. And we are actually working hard with that architectural program relative to some of the programs that I'm going to discuss with you tonight. I also would like to give a special thanks to my family. And all of the support that you've given me over the years in public service have been nothing but amazing. Although this mayor thing is a different kind of endeavor. It is a different kind of animal. And it really does take the support to handle and to wear the label of First Lady. And my wife wears it so well. Thank you so much. She blew one of those kisses to me. You know, I felt like I was outside, I was at a parade and she was blowing a kiss to me. All right, anyway. And finally, a big thanks to my administration and all of those who support it, and all of the city staff that are here today. It is gratifying and humbling to work with such great people. Our efforts together, sometimes difficult, but our goals are the same. It's really about the people we serve, and I know you recognize and attempt to do all of that together every single day. That's what you do, you serve. So would all of our department heads please stand? It is an honor to stand before you tonight as we reflect on the city's progress and look ahead to an even brighter future. This year, we're embracing a theme that embodies our momentum, from plans to progress. Tomorrow's Elkhart is really gaining ground. As we look around at the transformation happening in every corner of our city, we know that this isn't just a slogan, it's truly a reality. We are amid the most ambitious period of growth and investment Elkhart has ever seen. In my first term, we focused on staffing, operational execution, investment planning, and accelerating the positive projects of past administrations. Beginning in January of 2024, my administration began making strategic investments in our city that would make it a place for our future generations to be proud of and to call home. The strategy focuses on investing resources in 4 pillars: infrastructure, public safety, quality of place, and neighborhoods. We call this moment of once-in-a-lifetime investments Aspire. Tomorrow's Elkhart starting today. Today's State of the City will be framed around those 4 pillars of Aspire. First, we will start off with quality of place.
So Dave, cities have redefined quality of place, quality of life in terms of development. And so can you talk a little bit about how that works for your development company and how that fits with what Elkhart's vision is?
Yeah, I think people choose place over paycheck almost 100% of the time right now, Mayor, and it's really important that local capital be deployed. We've seen great examples of public-private partnerships, both in the River District and Elkhart Health and Aquatics. So obviously these public-private partnerships are extremely important. Through that, we've seen about $250 million investment in the River District.
The River District has introduced a new urbanism to the city. The importance of this quality of place project can't be underestimated. It's a multi-generational. It has turned the once manufacturing core of Elkhart into a now new livable neighborhood that has attracted new residents, new restaurants, new offices, and a new event center, and worldwide attention. You heard one of the architects of the River District plan on the video, Dave Weaver. He, along with my team led by Mike Huber, also worked on the expansion of the new urbanism concepts to complete our downtown master plan, which has garnered international attention by being recognized by the Susan C. and Henry L. Leonard Institute for Livable Cities, where Elkhart received the Mayor's Vision Award in Cortona, Italy this past fall. This award recognized our planning efforts and concepts that create livable cities. In 2025, we reached two major milestones in our downtown master plan. The Benham Underpass will convert to a single exit two-way street, and 2nd and 3rd streets will transition to two-way streets. These changes are all part of a strategic plan that we are part of to make sure that the downtown Elkhart is not a destination to drive through, but a destination to drive to. One-way streets have caused more confusion and have impeded economic development. These changes will improve safety, connect downtown and South Central Elkhart, and entice future economic growth. Our downtown master plan highlights our outdoor music venue and green spaces adjacent to the Riverwalk. These are key amenities for a livable downtown and focus for our future. Last year, the City of Elkhart issued 17 building permits of new construction of commercial, industrial, and multifamily housing projects. These 17 projects represented $90 million of investment. Furthermore, Amazon broke ground on the new $35 million facility being constructed near Elkhart Airport. Other economic development included a new Freddy's, a new Wood Spring Suites Hotel, a new Five Guys. I know your hamburger lovers out there. And many new locally owned businesses, and a Chick-fil-A. Now, for those of you who don't like Chick-fil-A, my daughters do. They indicated back before I ran that they said, Dad, if you get a Chick-fil-A, you'd be mayor for life. Now, I don't know if Gina agreed with that, but, they said it. But we are awfully happy about the restaurants that are coming to our corridors and actually seeing Elkhart as a viable investment. All of this investment has brought lots of air travel to and out of the Elkhart Municipal Airport, led by Airport Director Andy Jones. Last year alone, the airport saw over 30,000 flights. This growth has helped us secure grant funding for 10 new T-hangars. Now let me tell you about these T-hangars. These will be the first new hangars constructed at the airport in more than 25 years. And the only city-owned hangars large enough to house a small business jet and a twin-engine aircraft. Quality of place is right here at the Lerner Theater. On March 31st, in 1923, Henry Lerner announced plans to build a theatrical place right here at 410 South Main Street. On Thanksgiving Day in 1924, these plans
came to fulfillment. And now, a century later, the theater stands as a vibrant beacon. In November of 2024, the Lerner Theater kicked off its 100th year anniversary, a year-long celebration. Last year alone, the Lerner Theater welcomed more than 35,000 guests to all of its events, with many guests coming from outside of our zip code, further indicating that the Lerner is not just a local attraction, but an area-wide icon, creating economic benefits for all of Elkhart. I don't know if anyone came to see Kedmo. Yeah, I see somebody dancing back there. That's the first time I've heard of Kedmo. He was at our Jazz Fest. He sold out the theater. It was a wonderful event. So many people were here, and I put him on my list. Now he's on my song list, along with, well, I won't tell you who's on my song list. I would like to thank the Lerner staff, friends of the Lerner board, Premier Arts, and the Lerner 100 committee, and any Lerner volunteers and audience today for their commitment and unparalleled dedication to this theater. In June, Elkhart will be on center stage again for our 37th Jazz Festival. Absolutely. Come on now, 37 years. And there's some of you out there that have been here each of the 37 years and actually helped to begin and anchor and be the stakeholders to start that Jazz Fest. So thank you so much for the work and effort and for your loyal dedication to that event year after year after year after year. Elkhart is known throughout the world for jazz just because of that Jazz Fest. But whether, okay, where am I? Okay, we can talk about Elkhart we can't talk about Elkhart without talking about trains. And not the ones blocking the intersection. But rather the city's National New York Central Railroad Museum. Last year, the Railroad Museum finished an ambitious venture to restore the 50-year-old amusement train and track. The project took over a year, and in June of 2024, the train officially went back into service, carrying over 3,000 guests in its first 6 months. The coming year, the museum will complete a plethora of facility upgrades, including finishing the NIPCO Century Flyer Station House, a new parking lot, landscaping around the NIPCO Flyer track, and the 20th Century Limited Edition will get a total makeover. Spring is upon us, and the Elkhart Environmental Center has awakened from a winter hibernation. Led by Jeff Savatsky, the trees are budding, and the EEC's new 4-acre wildflower prairie is coming to life. Before settling down for the winter in 2024, the EEC secured a multi-million-dollar grant, Trees for the Heart. This grant will allow for over 2,000 trees to be planted in public right-of-way around the city. I hope you will come out and plant a tree with me. I've been planting trees too, so just want to let y'all know that. Okay, and today happens to be Earth Day. So how can we have a day without celebrating the fact that this is the space that God created for us? And that environmental center over there led by Jeff, there's a table over there. Once we finish, please ask Jeff about the programs that we all have going on this coming Saturday for Earth Day. It'll be a wonderful event, and the weather's supposed to be tremendous. Lastly, in our Quality of Place pillar, I want to highlight My Elkhart 311 app. I know all of you may not understand why I'm highlighting it in Quality of Place, but let me tell you what wonderful work it does at coordinating what the services that go on behind the scenes for the city. My Elkhart 311 is a free app where residents can submit non-emergency issues, potholes, fallen trees, illegally parked cars, etc. Additionally, it serves as a communication tool and calendar where residents can stay informed on regular city updates. The 311 app has not only created a two-way conversation with residents around issues, but has created more efficiency for the city as a whole. For example, non-emergency calls that typically would have bogged down the 311 or the 911 telecommunications team are now being resolved through My Elkhart 311. Last year, over 5,000 tickets were created and resolved through My Elkhart 311. If you haven't already downloaded it, download it. Can I say that again? Download it. And don't do it right now, but download it. And we have a 311 table over there to walk you through how you use it in order to actually be able to get some of those issues resolved, but not only that, be able to bring ideas to the city as well. Now let's talk about the traffic cones.
Mike, infrastructure projects are important to the city, but what you do goes unseen by many. Why is it so important? I believe because it takes more than just our crew to do a street project. It takes many departments. It's not just us, it's traffic, public works, and even the tree crews.
Yeah. These cones, these barricades are so unsightly and folks get frustrated. Why are they important?
They are very ugly, I agree. Without good streets, you can never get to all the other amenities that we have throughout the city. So they are ugly, but short-term discomfort, long-term comfort. Hey, that's what you always say.
That's what I believe. Oh, gosh. Well, keep my day job, right? Okay. None of what we are doing is possible without infrastructure to support it. And I'd like to thank Mike Zix for his work that he does in our street department. In 2024, the street department laid 74,000 pounds of new asphalt, replaced and repaired 14,000 feet of curbs and sidewalks, and saved the city millions of dollars by keeping projects in-house that typically would have been contracted out. For example, we resurfaced Johnson Street from Beardsley to Bristol and saved the city close to $15 million and completed the project in a matter of days instead of months. That's pretty good, ain't it, Megan? Yeah, it's pretty good. And these efforts will continue this year with the most aggressive milling and paving schedule in the city's history. From March 31st to the end of October, the street department will be milling and repaving roads and alleys 5 days a week, from sunup to sundown. We don't just repave streets, we keep them clear too. During the worst of the winter, our plow teams and Central Garage, this is this past winter, worked 41 straight days, 24/7 around the clock. Now that's unparalleled service. The winters in the Midwest require it. Our team steps up to it each and every last year. I'm so proud of them. For years, Elkhart, like many older municipalities, did not have separate stormwater and wastewater. When it rained beyond what the existing infrastructure could handle, wastewater and stormwater would overflow into our rivers and creeks. To fix this, the city began a 20-year plan to increase capacity to separate wastewater from stormwater. In the last year, we hit two major milestones and finished a $35 million upgrade to our wastewater treatment plant. Increasing our ability to process stormwater and wastewater by over 50%. And we broke ground on a $38 million wastewater storage tank, the largest single public works project in the city's history. Thanks to these efforts, our waterways are cleaner than ever before. In 1930, the rivers were considered a dead river, with only 3 species of fish, an equal lie off the charts. Today, the river has over 87 species of fish, 18 freshwater mussels, 7 turtle species, and numerous bird species, including bald eagles and ospreys. Because our rivers are cleaner, we enjoy recreation on them. Our annual Fish Fest and full moon kayak outing is a testament to the kind of recreation we can now host in the city of Elkhart. Last year, we doubled our Americans with Disabilities Act budget for Public Works. ADA accessibility means that our city is accessible for all of our residents with disabilities. I recently had the pleasure of speaking with a champion of ADA accessibility for the city. Willow Townsend was born blind. She is a student at Elkhart STEAM Academy and was a finalist for the National Braille Challenge. More notably, she is an outspoken advocate for Elkhart residents with disabilities. Just last week, she came to my office, grabbed my hand, made me sit down, and gave a passionate presentation advocating for more ADA accommodations in the city of Elkhart. Thanks to her suggestions, we will be implementing accessible curb ramps in the downtown corridor and accessible pedestrian signals at multiple locations in the downtown area. Willow is a 6th grader, 12 years old. Willow, would you please stand? There you go, Kurt. That's right. Let him see you, girl. Her presentation was so moving. And we all know that for the least of these, if we are able to assist disabilities, it raises the bar for everyone. So thank you so much, Willow. We appreciate you living in the city of Elkhart. Now, let's talk neighborhoods.
Jason, one of the areas of focus for this administration has been neighborhoods. And we realize that the asset of parks inside a neighborhood so that the neighbors can support them and be able to maintain the parks in a manner that they feel comfortable is important to us. Why are parks important in relationship to that?
Yeah, parks are a huge asset to neighborhoods. They're spaces where people can come to connect. They're opportunities where people can be outside. Kids can play and stay off the iPads. They bring safety into the neighborhood. Studies have shown that they create a safer neighborhood. So for so many facets and reasons, they serve a multitude of opportunities.
So Jameson, why is it so important for us to put green spaces in areas or in neighborhoods that are our most populated ones?
Yeah, so these green spaces serve as the backyards and front yards for these neighborhoods. In areas that people don't have a large yard, these are the properties where they can come out and exercise and relate and get to know their neighbors and create that sense of community.
Okay, he should have cut that off a little earlier. Okay. Last summer, oh my goodness. Last summer was a busy one for parks. And I want to thank Jameson Charnecki for the work that he does in our Parks Department. We are moving in the right direction, and it is continuing to grow in multiple different ways, as we will learn in a sec. We completed the Island Park Disc Golf Course, which has already been played by over 6,000 golfers. Has anyone played disc golf? No, and one of the holes, you throw it across the river. I can't give you, I lose all the discs, so. We reopened High Dive Tower to the public for the first time in 25 years, and replaced the Walker Park Playground with a new high-capacity, inclusive park. This momentum continues into 2025 with the replacement of 5 local playgrounds throughout the city. 1 new playground at Soma Park, fitness zones at Walker and Sterling Park, and a splash pad at Erie Park. Better parks and amenities lead to more people wanting to live in Elkhart. That's a fact. We are working hard to ensure that those housing needs are being met as well. Neighborhoods also need housing. In the last 10 years, Elkhart County as a whole have only built 800 multifamily housing units. By the end of 2025, we will have added an additional 450 multifamily housing units, with several hundred more coming in 2026. Additional housing units are being constructed right now thanks to La Casa and Habitat for Humanity, including a new 15-home subdivision being built on Homer Avenue. I cut the ribbon we dug dirt, I guess we put the shovels in the ground, just 2 days ago. In fact, Habitat for Humanity, City of Elkhart, and Lippitt's partnership team broke that ground that I just spoke of. Housing needs are being met for all income levels: low income, workforce housing, and market rate housing. A couple of our neighborhoods have revolved around malls. Repositioning malls have been a challenge for all communities across the country. When I was elected, Concord Mall and Pimmoran Mall, which is now called Woodland Crossing, we want Pimmoran Mall back, by the way, were mentioned as an underutilized commercial space that needed a makeover. Right now, we are reimagining these 2 malls, and they're both emerging as relevant spaces for these neighborhoods. The Concord Mall transitioned to the Concord Business Park. I am proud to announce that almost all of the empty space in the former Concord Mall has been leased out. What was once a worry for the community is now an economic asset. In 2024, the City of Elkhart acquired a large portion of Woodland Crossing Shopping Center, Pimmoran Mall. In addition to the city's acquisition, Goodwill Industries of Northern Indiana and Heart City Health Center came together to purchase the former Sears property. These combined acquisitions will coalesce to help transform the retail center into a walkable, mixed-use neighborhood with a neighborhood opportunities zone at its core. The Goodwill Center opened in early 2025. The new facility houses an Excel Center, the Nurse Family Partnership, the Academy, Ability First, and Second Chance programs. Heart City will be bringing a significant expansion to their services, including urgent care, general practitioner care, behavioral health care, and dental care. Combined, these partnerships are bringing over $25 million of new investment to the former Sears building, providing services for thousands of residents over the year. I'd like to thank Debbie Coble from Goodwill and Heart City and LaLaisha Black, the leaders of Goodwill and Heart City, for their leadership and partnership with the city of Elkhart. Would you please stand? Now let's take a deeper look into public safety.
Dustin, we know that 911 is a critical function within our public safety apparatus. Many people need to know why, and it's so important within our Aspire plan.
Yeah, absolutely. 911 is the central nervous system for public safety in general. We have to be the eyes and ears for the officers, for the fire units, for the medics before they get on scene. That requires us to make sure that we get all the information that they need when they get there. So while we're dealing with someone who's dealing with their most difficult time, possibly in their lives, we have to be able to calm them down, get the information, relay that to our first responders so that we can provide safety for them as well as our community.
Dustin, the goal of Aspire is to centralize our public safety functions into one building, one space. Why is that important for you?
Yeah, absolutely. The ability for us to unify the front between police, fire, and 911 communications is going to give us an opportunity to speak with each other more openly, be able to communicate faster, and make sure that we're all on the same page about how we're going to provide unparalleled service to the citizens of Elkhart. There's no replacement for efficiency in emergency response.
That was a Walter Cronkite moment. I see you guys don't even remember who he was. I'm sorry. A 911 dispatcher plays a critical role in public safety by quickly and efficiently answering emergency calls, gathering crucial information, and coordinating responses from emergency services, such as police, fire, and EMS. They must remain calm under pressure while handling a high volume of calls, often in stressful and life-threatening situations. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Last year, the 911 telecommunications department answered and processed over 24,000 emergency calls. This isn't a soundproof building, you guys. And let's hope everybody's okay. They processed over 24,000 emergency calls, 56,000 administrative calls, and more than 17,000 outbound calls related to public safety matters within the city. Additionally, the department is fully staffed for the first time in over a decade. With the recent addition of 2 new dispatchers, Elkhart has successfully navigated the national staffing and turnover crisis that plagues almost all 911 agencies. This achievement can be attributed to our competitive pay, ongoing training opportunities, and the empowerment of leaders within the department. Thank you, Dustin, for your leadership. In 2024, Elkhart purchased one of our most iconic buildings downtown, the Chase Building on 2nd Street, right down the street here, right across the street. The former Chase Building was designed by Skidmore, Owens, and Morrell, a world-renowned architectural group, and is an example of mid-century modern architecture design. Now, I know everyone didn't know this, but there's only a few of those types of buildings in the country. So you pass that building every day and didn't know it was a historical reference, I'm sure. We purchased the building with the intent of creating a public safety center that would house the police department, the 911 telecommunications department, and fire administration. Repurposing the empty space downtown and allowing all 3 emergency services to work together more cohesively with additional space for other city departments. This year, my administration will start this massive transition by breaking ground in the fall. Our current police station is over 50 years old and built for half of the current EPD. Our ability to have the capacity to provide adequate service to our community is greatly inhibited by the age of this facility. In 2024, my administration announced several major goals for, hold on one second. Thank you, Dan Melanays, for your leadership as the police chief. In 2024, my administration announced several major goals for our fire department, and I am proud to say that we've accomplished them all. This includes adding 9 new firefighters, signing a new 4-year contract with the fire union, and securing funding for 3 new fire engines. I am excited to announce that 2 of those new fire engines are ready for service right now. Investment in the Elkhart Fire Department will culminate in a new Fire Station 6, which will begin construction this summer. The new fire station will serve much of the northeastern Elkhart portion and will replace the current station at Bristol and Osler Road. The new fire station will allow for 3 service trucks, a ladder truck, and a dedicated ambulance. Because the current Fire Station 6 is so small, a dedicated ambulance was never housed there. And good news for the police department. Oh, hold on. Thank you, Rodney Dale, for your leadership of the Elkhart Fire Department. I got to get them in. I got to get them in. Oh, gosh. Thank you. And good news for the police department. From 2023 to 2024, we report all reported crimes in 6 major categories, as you see listed up there, were down by 10%. Please reference those stats that I'm speaking of behind me. Of the 62,000 calls for service taken in 2024, less than 1% resulted in a use of force. Additionally, we are getting better. Additionally, in 2024, Elkhart Police Department officers received 31 commendations for exemplary service to our citizens, including life-saving commendations. This year, our Criminal Investigations Division joined the Indiana Crimes Against Children Task Force, ICAC. The ICAC is a multi-agency task force under the Indiana State Police that investigates and prosecutes people who use the internet to sexually explicit, to use the internet to sexually exploit or entice children. The partnership allows us to better investigate these crimes against children. In 2024, we expanded our number of flock safety automatic license plate recognition cameras throughout the city. These upgrades in technology allows us to respond more quickly and more accurately to gunshot incidents. Since Elkhart Police Department started using flock technology, it has assisted in providing useful investigatory leads in 12 homicides and was instrumental in helping the Elkhart County Homicide Unit solve 4 homicides this year. In 2024, our Elkhart Police Department Community Relations Bureau built its community engagement and outreach efforts, helping residents with quality of life issues as well as providing security at community events and empowering residents through education. On Our Community Relations Bureau handled over 600 My Elkhart 311 requests, participated in over 40 in educational talks, and in over 55 outreach events. In 2024, the Elkhart Police Department continued building on public safety gains, providing unparalleled service despite staffing challenges. During 2024, we swore in 17 new officers and have 3 full-time social workers. Thank you for all our first responders do. That was a mouthful. Our community has seen some violent weather over the past year. With an EF1 tornado touching down in July, our first responders and residents responded admirably during that storm. From clearing trees and debris to ensuring residents were safe, our community showed resilience. Tragically, this past January, we suffered one of our most difficult moments in years. I'd like us all to take a moment of silence for Anna Sue Rocher, Benjamin Jeffrey, and all of the hearts that were shattered during the tragic shooting at our downtown Martins. Thank you. As we know, violence can occur at any time, anywhere, and in any community. However, what we saw on that tragic night was our community heroes running towards the emergency. I would like to personally thank our first responders and Elkhart Police Department officers, Corporal Paul Vandenberg and Patrolman Ethan Pasternak. Corporal Vandenberg has served with the Elkhart Police Department for almost 8 years. Serving during that time as a captain of the Honor Guard and as an Elkhart County Regional SWAT team member. Patrolman Pasternak has served for 2 years with the Elkhart Police Department after serving as a certified paramedic and a firefighter with the Elkhart Police Department. Not only did their swift actions save lives, but did so while being shot in the line of duty. I am happy to announce that both officers are on the mend and are with us tonight. Would you please stand? Thank you so much. And thank all of you as well. We went through that tragedy together in a manner that I don't think people can really understand. With that said, the city of Elkhart does not operate in a vacuum. What happens at the federal and state levels affects us right here at home. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty across the country. We know it, and we feel it. We are seeing federal changes in immigration enforcement, new tariffs that affect trade and business, and even the projected funding cuts from state and federal governments. These changes create real concerns, and we are paying close attention. But let me be clear. Elkhart is strong. We are in a solid financial position, and we are ready to face any challenge that comes our way. Our city has always been resilient. We've been tested before, and we've come through stronger each and every last time. We also know we can't do this alone. That's why we continue to work closely with our state and federal legislators. We are staying informed. We are speaking up for the needs of Elkhart residents. Your voices matter, and we are working and making sure that your voices are being heard. Yes, the current disruptions call for smart planning and careful budgeting, but they will not stop our progress. They will not discourage us from continuing to make investments in neighborhood, infrastructure, quality of place, and public safety. We are united. We are focused, and we will keep investing in the future of this community. Because you all, everyone in this room, and all of the people of Elkhart deserve nothing less. I happen to be the president of the Indiana Conference of Mayors. We have our state conference right here in Elkhart at the end of July. So there will probably be 50 to 60 mayors from around the state right here in Elkhart at the end of July. They can't vote, so no can we for them, so it's all good. I frequently speak to these mayors all the time. We have all been focused on leveraging our unique urban assets to increase residential and commercial development, while accelerating livability in all of our cities. A State of the City address is designed to give you all of the achievements and goals and strategy of your current administration. We have endeavored to do exactly that tonight, from public safety to infrastructure to neighborhoods and to quality of place assets. We have a plan and an execution strategy for Elkhart's future. Not one that we created alone. This plan has been vetted and approved by residents, past administrations, and experts chosen to assist us. The orange cones of construction out there today will lead to the safe travel to the amenities of tomorrow. This is Aspire, Elkhart's future starting today. From plans to progress, tomorrow's Elkhart is gaining ground. I am so honored and grateful to be in front of you and to be your mayor at this given moment. Thank you so much for your attendance, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Better? You want to tell him? You want to let him know?
Thank you, Mayor. I think I speak for all the staff, specifically in the mayor's office, when we say it's an honor to work with you, and you keep every day fun and exciting and challenging. You have pushed me in many ways that I didn't think I was going to be pushed in this role. So, in a good way, challenged.
You know, I know I'm not. Is my mic still on?
Cut the mic.
I know I'm not supposed to say anything else, but I do want to thank my office staff. They have been just wonderful throughout this entire piece, and as you can see, there was a coordination of a lot of things in order to make this State of the City happen. And all of them were working very hard. From my new Chief of Staff, Megan Owen, to my admin, Danielle Neal, admin Ashley Hughes, Patty Gorstita, my new Isaiah May is the new 311 coordinator. He isn't here right now. All the way to my new Director of Communication. He did a fabulous job tonight.
Thank you, Mayor.
Alex Otto.
Thank you. We've got hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, and looks like coffee and water over there. We've got a couple members from the local municipal band that are going to be playing for the next 30 minutes. So mingle, shake hands, connect, network, and thank you all so much for enjoying the 2025 State of the City.